Hi, in this video we'll have a look at analyzing a structure in ShapeMaker and we'll have a look at the results. So let's just jump right into it. Starting off, we have a slightly different section composition than previously. I changed it up a bit to make it a bit bigger at the top and the bottom. But as you can see, we still have the 7 antennas as previously, some from AT&T, some from Telia. We also have the site-specific analysis as we did previously. We have the biggest wind coming from the west and a bit less from the east. Analyzing a structure in ShapeMaker is super simple. You just press the Run Analysis button right there. Now this is gonna finish real quick, but I want to tell you a bit about what's happening in the background. Now it just finished. Let me close that. So now ShapeMaker have calculated all of the wind loading for all of the load cases for all of the load combinations required by Eurocode. In addition, we performed the dynamic analysis used to calculate the CSCD. We also performed a static analysis for all of the load cases required. We calculated the capacity for all of the members as well as the connections. If there were any anchoring or foundation information, we would have also calculated the capacity for that. In addition, we found the governing load combination results, and we've thus calculated the utilization for the members, the connections, etc. In addition, we also generated a report, which you just saw here. So let's start by looking at the governing results that we see here. We see that we have some numbers for the legs. We have some numbers for the bracing members as well as for the joints, and we can see the natural frequency and the deformation at the top of the structure. So these are the utilizations for the legs, the members, the joints, etc. We can also have a look at the full report. Let's go ahead and just download that. And in addition, we can also create a summary and a summary of drawings. I'll show you the summary of drawings afterwards. I'll open the full report and we see the list of stuff that's in this report. We see that we have something regarding the site-specific analysis. We have some data on the structure, on the panels, on the sections, and all the members. We have some information on the ancillaries that we added and the feeders that we added. We also have some information on the natural frequency and the CSD factors calculated, as well as what wind load we've used for the ancillaries and the structure and on the feeders. In addition, we've listed up all of the load cases and load combinations included in the analysis, and you can also find the reaction forces as well as information on the capacity calculations for the for the members and for the connections. So let me just quickly scroll through this a bit so you get a feeling for what this contains. Unfortunately, we won't have time to go deeper into any of this, but if you're curious, please send me a mail and I'll just send you one of these reports so you can have a closer look. Nice. Let's go back to the app for a second. We also have the summary withdrawing, as I mentioned. I'll just show you that one as well. Here we have some governing results as well as some rest capacity that gives you an impression of how much effective EPA you can add to the EPA you can add to the structure after this analysis, as well as you can get some drawing of the structure and the panel antennas on the structure. In addition, if you need to go even deeper into the results, you can also have a look at the FIA viewer. Right now, immediately we can get a view of which of the members are most utilized, and we see that these bracing members in the middle are part of the weak point. We could also have a look at the results from the load combinations, or we could have a look at the loading applied for all of the load cases. Nice. Now I've showed you how to analyze a structure in ShapeMaker, and also showed you how you can have a look at the governing results, the full report, and the FIA viewer. In the next video, we'll show you how you can combine everything you've learned thus far and how you can use ShapeMaker to answer a co-location request. Thank you very much for watching.